Sneako came across the clip of Clavicular where he was comparing his size with his friend Hexumlite, so Sneako reminds everyone that he used to clown these looksmaxxers that one day they'll be comparing their sizes, and now it has become a reality. Sneako even said that this is what Peter Thiel wants. He wants men to be zesty, gay, and good-looking boy toys for himself.
Really? What are they, bro? What you working? 6.75, 5.5. Okay. That's around what I got too, actually.
Did you hear what he said? So they're mogging. They're comparing sizes in the club. I'm 6.75. Yeah, mine's about the same. My girth is. Yo, you want to? Does your mog? I used to joke about that. I used to joke about how looksmaxxing has a lot of homoerotic tendencies. Yo, bro, your mogs. They're literally doing this now. Yo, the width is about 4.35, but the length 7.2. Soft is about 2.1, but hard. These are the conversations that young white men are having in the club. Mogging.
Really? What are they, bro? What you working? 6.75, 5.5. Okay.
And this is what Pablo Fuentberg wants the young white men to do. This is how the white race is going to be saved. Mogging.
Hypergamy is finished. No, I might take the JBG pill.
Hypergamy's finished. I might take the just be gay pill.
Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
I hope it's not true. I never saw any Peter Thiel connections, but this is exactly what Peter Thiel wants. He wants men to be zesty. He wants them to be good-looking boy toys for him. And hate women so much that they just end up becoming gay.
To be honest, guys, comparing your size and even talking about your with another man is pretty gay, and Sneako himself was acting like this when he was around 20 years old, and when he came across his old clips, he himself admitted that he was extremely stupid and cringe back then, cause he thought talking about girls and drinking beer would make him look cool, but now he realized that it actually doesn't matter.
You already know what to say about racism.
It's actually funny seeing this now. I could see way more fitra here when I'm reading Malcolm compared to the full degen. Like this guy just seems like this guy's so annoying. So like, dude, we get it. Oh my god, like, shut up, kid. Shut up, dude. Okay, you have a couple subs on YouTube. You made some AdSense money. Shut up. I hate this guy. Oh my god, you're so annoying. How many times does he need to insert? Oh yeah, girls, dude, cool. Shut up already.
But on the bright side, you're 21 now, so you can do everything legally that people do since they're 15.
My bad. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm drinking alcohol. That's sick, dude. Look at me with my beer. This is counterculture. No, it's not. This is goy slop culture. This is what they want you to do. The real counterculture was at 16, stupid. You stupid idiot. You think you're rebelling because you're drinking a beer in college? Cool.
I'm glad he realized that he was an absolute cuckoo, but then he hopped on Omegle and came across a bigger cuckoo than himself. He came across a white supremacist, and they started arguing with each other over the idea of creating a white ethno-state in America. But Sneako said to him that even if you created a revolution, there's too many flock cameras and mass surveillance that you couldn't get away with it. And secondly, people would not unite on this cause because they even didn't do anything against the Epstein clause.
How do we save America?
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You're not like the for real guy though.
I am.
Nah, there's no way.
I promise, wallahi, I'm real.
No, none of that wallahi bullshit. You don't see this? We don't
I see it. Wallahi, I'm
brother.
real. You're on stream right now. Quick, how do we save How do we save America?
We stop immigration, brother.
Immigration? What's causing the immigration?
You know exactly who's causing the immigration.
No, tell me.
You know the Jews, brother.
Okay, so how do we
who celebrated when I don't know the number, when they invaded Spain, Israel?
The Israelis.
They celebrated globally. They had no shame about it. They're not hiding it anymore. And like, I'm not trying to sound like an extremist, but you can't vote the problem out.
So what do you want a revolution?
I'm not saying that. I know
it's a Fed question, but what hypothetically, what could the solution be?
Hypothetically, like a revolution is what you would need, because like you can't vote what we have out. People misguidedly voted for Trump thinking they were going to get some sort of change.
Yeah.
What's changed?
But there's not going to be there's no chance at a revolution realistically, with flock cameras everywhere, with ICE agents being deployed into Minnesota, California. If there was no if there was no revolution for the Epstein files, there was no revolution for the Epstein files. how are we going to revolt against the government? It's not possible.
I agree with you, and they have us exactly where they want us.
But then, he came across a yapping girl, so she kept talking and Sneako went to sleep. Sneako lost his mind over the stupidity of that girl because nobody had any idea what she was even talking about. She talked about a bunch of random things that didn't relate to the situation.
She weighed less. She had more problems. Anyways, we were talking about that night. It came down to us like arguing just over and over, and like me pretty much telling her she shouldn't be so jealous and angry and weird about her friends going to somewhere without her for
Dude, like, you let them tell a story. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? So many women like this, they get away with being so boring because they're like slightly attractive, and a guy will be like, oh, really? That's horrible. You slit your wrist? You had an eating disorder? No way. That's crazy. Duh. Can I have a hand? Duh.
Then someone asked Sneako that why the hell didn't he find a wife, so he clarified that a lot of Muslim women who reach out to him actually just want a haram relationship instead of a marriage, and some of them even want to get smashed, and it's really sad for Sneako to see women like this.
What's the reason you can't find a wife? They're not, like, a lot of the women that I'm speaking to are not locked in. Like, they want to, when they reach out for a marriage proposal, a lot of them just want a haram relationship. They just want to be your girlfriend, right? They just want to, some of them just want to get smashed, bro. And a lot of them too, like, you know, it's like a really big, I don't know, when I see born Muslim women and I'm more knowledgeable about Islam than them, which is not, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it just seems like they're, I don't know. It hasn't worked.
Dan Bilzerian, on the other hand, got mad at Sneako because he hid an important information about Nick Fuentes from him. Sneako knew that Nick is actually a Sephardic Jew, and Dan could have used that information against Nick when they were having a back and forth online. So Sneako then explained that why he didn't reveal that information.
Sneako actually is the one that showed me that. You know, Sneako was like kind of tight with him before, and that's why he told Sneako that, you know, his dad is half Mexican Jew. And half Jewish, half Mexican. And, you know, I was a little mad at Sneako for not letting me know that earlier because I felt like that was pretty fucking pertinent information. But
I wanted to, especially when they started saying Dan Kazarian. It was just, the irony was so, it was perfect. They kept saying, oh, Dan was public about it. Dan said it just like me. It's funny hearing the white nationalist leader that now PBD is shilling for deny what he really is. And I remember, I'll never forget it. If anyone thinks I'm lying about it, there were witnesses there. Ryan the Overlord, who was wearing holding up a deport Sneako sign. It went like this. Yeah, and you better not tell anyone.
You guys can now support my work by donating to my Patreon. The link is in the description. Watch this video next, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.